Wednesdays here on the program, we of course like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group CommonGround.
CommonGround is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. In this segment, we learn about a recent event called Banquet on the Farm and about some of the topics CommonGround volunteers were discussing with visitors.
Hi everybody, we are near Pure Nebraska and we are here for the Banquet on the Farm put on by CommonGround. It's a chance to mix together, to get together with a lot of different people and talk about farming. And joining me now is Diane Karr, and it's good to see you, Diane.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Yeah, and you're a CommonGround volunteer, and you spend a lot of time talking to people today during the banquet here on the farm. What did you talk about?
The station I was at, we were having conversations about GMOs and a little bit how that ties to sustainability.
What were some of the questions, maybe first off, that people had about GMOs?
I think with GMOs, I think one of the big comments that comes up is that people are surprised that there's only 10 GMO crops. You know, when you go into the grocery store, there's, you know, an overabundance of labels that say non-GMO, you know, for foods that don't even have a GMO counterpart. So I think that was something that really stuck out for people.
So you talked about GMOs. What about sustainability? I know that's kind of a big topic today too. What were some topics or questions people had?
I think when we talk about GMOs, one of the comments that comes up is, you know, chemical use, pesticide use. And I think it's important to tie into why we use GMO as a tool, and that's because it helps us to be sustainable. It gives us some really great options for combating insect pressure. So we can use a GMO corn plant that's resistant to crop damage from insects. And that has really helped us decrease the amount of chemicals and pesticides that we use on our crops. It decreases our carbon footprint, traits like drought resistance, and just giving us more tools for weed control and things like that. Helps us to be no-till farmers, and you know, just fits really well together with our goals to be sustainable into the future, to care for the environment.
Yeah, and do you ever talk to people where they're very skeptical of GMOs, but when you talk to them and maybe explain it, they kind of maybe see it in a different way?
I think so. I think in the information age, there's so much coming at us in every field. You know, if it's medicine or communication, and agriculture is no different. And I think when we can just take the time to break down a little bit of the science behind it and the goal behind it, you know, and how it's being used, I think that really puts people at ease.
Why do you think it's important for people like you, CommonGround volunteers, talking one-on-one? Why is that so important to kind of get the message out about agriculture, do you think?
I think it's really important because as farmers, we're like 1% of the population. So it's important for consumers to connect with us, because we can really do a great job of explaining exactly what we're doing. You know, other people might try to fill in the blanks, but you know, people can come straight to us and just get the straight answer and the correct answer, and it's really valuable for them.
Great. So if they want to know more from CommonGround, they can go to a website that's CommonGround, I think.
CommonGroundNebraska.com, and find our CommonGround.com.
Thank you, Diane.
All right,
we appreciate
thanks.
it.